Hi, my name is Katie Benstead and I'm 19 years old. I'm currently in my first year of studying a Bachelor of Education at Curtin University for Early Childhood. Throughout this video, I will be discussing my cultural identity. I was born in August 2004 in England and grew up in a country village called Cuxton, which is situated about a 20-minute drive from the south coast of England. Cuxton is a beautiful area in Kent, which is where I grew up with my mum, dad and sister. To dive back into my cultural identity, both of my parents were born and raised in England. On my father's side, my grandparents were also born in England. My grandmother on my father's side has some Dutch and Middle Eastern connections through her parents, my great-grandparents, while my grandfather has an Italian connection through his mother and his father has a strong English bloodline. Now to discuss my mother's side of the family. Her father was born in Western Ireland, Galway, and he comes from a family where both his parents were born in Ireland and have a strong Irish bloodline. Her mother, my grandmother, was born in Bilaspur, India, and moved to the United Kingdom with her parents, one being from Yorkshire and one being from India, when she was a young teenager. My nan and granddad on my mother's side owned a pub called the Skinner's Arm, which was situated in southeast London and was only a stone's throw away from the famous Oval Cricket Ground. This is where my mother was raised, and she also met my father here when she was 19 years old. I have a strong connection to South London, even though I never lived there myself. This is where both my parents were raised and started their working careers, and my grandmother on my dad's side and some of my cousins still live there today. My sister and I were extremely fortunate to have a very loving and positive upbringing. We were both raised as Roman Catholics and we've both completed our Holy Communions. As a family, we still follow many British traditions, such as traditional Sunday roast dinners, we celebrate St. George's Day, and every year we gather the family to watch the Wimbledon tennis tournament. I've been fortunate enough to go back to the UK 3 times since moving here when I was 6 years old. My parents decided to move myself and my family to Perth due to the fact that some of my family had previously emigrated the year before and to have access to the amazing opportunities within Australia. I went to Campbell Primary School from kindy to year 6, where I was lucky enough to make some of my first ever amazing friendships that I still cherish up until today. Dance has played a very big factor in my life since I was 7 years old. I have been dancing competitively around Australia, and I was fortunate enough to dance in America at the World Competition in 2023. I became an Australian citizen when I was 12 years old, and I am now fortunate enough to call myself both British and Australian and get the chance to hold a dual nationality.